So guys, I'm just making up a mold for this bench set that I'm doing, and so first off I'm just using some perspex here that I got from the great guys down at Fab Plastics in Christchurch, and I'm just going to mold this so it wraps around this corner, and then I can fill up this beautiful void with a I'm going to use a pearl blue. So I have a pearl blue resin down the bottom, and then the rest of it will just be a pure clear resin, casting resin with stones and shells and bits of driftwood and other bits and pieces inside it. So let's just get this mold made and crack along. Okay, so when we're making up our molds or our forms, you always want to put a piece of perspex along the bottom of your work, and then use a piece of perspex like this, a little bit higher than what your work is, to bend it around and shape it, and then you can glue it on so you can create a nice channel. I'll just move this over here a bit. Create a nice channel, like working around like this. So everything's all nice and works. It comes out nice and square. Yeah. So first thing, piece of perspex underneath. Glue that down. Make sure it's well sealed, so any leakage that does go through and travels underneath the base of your work will not escape. It'll just stay within that area that you glued the perspex on. Then you want to get a strip of perspex like this, so it's a bit higher than what your work is, and then just use I use a gas torch, but you could use a heat gun or something like that, for heating up your perspex. So I'm just going to mold this piece for the sand, and this will start to create the form for where I'm going to fill with epoxy resin. So I just want to get this shape around here done. So I'll work out roughly where I want to heat my perspex. I'll just heat that up a bit. You don't have to superheat it. And as you can see, it's starting to bend already. Well, let's get this heated up. Now you can just bend your perspex round to the shape that you want, and just hold on to that until it cools down, or you can just run it under some cold water, and that'll just form that shape. So this is just a bit for this end. So now I've got a nice bit of flat, which is going to be glued onto the side of my work, and then I can carry on moulding my perspex to come around to the shape that I want. Most important thing is when you do your glue up, make sure that this is going to be completely watertight, because your resin is very, very thin, much thinner than water. So what I'd advise you to do is to seal your work with some epoxy, leave it overnight, put your mould together. Once your mould's together, fill the area up with some water, and as long as you don't have any water leaking out, dry it off, and go over it with a heat gun or a blowtorch. Once it's all dried off, then you can rest assured that your mold is going to work. So I'll just turn this piece around and show you the other end, because I've actually molded the other end. So we'll just turn this piece around and show you what it's like. So I'm just going to run a nice big thick glue line around the outside of the form here, just so if any resin does leak through to the bottom, it's not going to escape this area. Very similar to how you can see down here. I put a big piece of perspex over, I sealed right around it, filled up my crack line, and no resin's been able to escape from that area. Rightio, Only Joe. Now that's all done, it's all nice and glued and sealed, so I know that if any resin does escape, it's only going to get trapped here and not cover my floor with resin. But thankfully, I've got a nice shiny workshop floor to work on, and any resin that does pour out, I'll simply just scrap it off. Okay, so here's another view of the mold. So you can see that we've got this beautiful bend in here, and this is where our epoxy rib is going to go, and we're going to have a nice nice amount of epoxy coming out from the side of the wood as well. And I think this piece is going to look absolutely stunning. So here's my mold form that's going around the curvature of my bench seat, and I've glued it very, very well all around the end. I might actually just put a little bit more glue up the top here, and then do a stream of glue running around the outside of my work, and build that up about 5 or 6 mil high. So once I pour my clear resin, I can get over the height that I want, but I don't have to worry about it going all over the whole piece of work that I'm doing. I'm just using my glue gun here, and we're just going to squirt some glue around the outside edge. I normally do this in 2 goes as the glue comes out real nice and hot. Tends to spread out a bit, so I normally do one nice thick bed initially, and then come back over the stuff that I've already done and just build this up a little bit more. Cool bananas. Once again, we're just going to come around here and do down this side. I'd sooner waste 20 cents or 30 cents on a stick of glue than wasting 20 or 30 bucks on a kilo of resin. Cool bananas. I guess you don't want to watch me do that for the next half an hour.